I am back at the University of Washington, heading to an economic visiting committee. A little bit of sun backdrop here, so apologize for that. Looks like this event will be held in Kane Hall. So I just got off light rail from downtown Seattle and now walking. We can see it's just partly through campus. So not too bad. This dropped me off at the stadium, and you can get on campus via this bridge, pedestrian bridge. And I'm walking towards Red Square. It's kind of the center of the university, and get to relive some old days. It'll be fun. I definitely feel a little old being back on campus. It's been a long time. How long has it been? More than 15 years, so a long time. Looking at Odegaard Library, it's old hanging stomping ground. Behind me is the Red Square. It's kind of a space where all the students hang out and protests happen. So today I'm going to spend some time with the Economic Visiting Committee. It is a number of distinguished graduates of the Econ program, and we get together every other month, I believe, to kind of learn what's going on at the department and give support. In the past, I've been a mentor for Econ students, helped with recruiting events, but been a little disconnected with life, so I'm going to reconnect and see how I can help stay.
Part of it. We have the McCleary case, which I imagine people have heard about.
I just got out of the Economic Visiting Committee meeting. We had a pretty cool conversation or a presentation from the Director of the Office of Financial Management in the state of Washington. So he's basically the financial guy for the governor and the state, and a really interesting presentation. One thing I learned from his talk was the majority of the state's budget is reserved and already accounted for and spent for K-12 education, health and human services. More than 2/3, almost 75% of that budget is dedicated to that, and only a tiny fraction is spent for general government and other expenditures. And so when you hear about a budget deficit, it's really just a tiny fraction that we have leverage and control over. The rest is already spoken for. Other interesting things I learned: the state of Washington has one of the most regressive taxes. When you hear that, that's a big talking point. But when you really put there's a cool graph where he showed Washington, Oregon, California, and Idaho, and the bottom quintile, bottom 20% of our population pays a freakish amount of taxes as a percentage of their income. And so definitely just really complex things. But I think also to the layperson, just these financial terms are hard to understand. So I think as a leader, one of the most important things that you can have is a strong technical depth, the ability to understand financials, data, how to read reports, statistics, economic trending. What we got today from the lecture or the speech is just really complicated things, and he did the dummy down version, and it's complicated, right? So these things are complicated, and rather than trying to simplify it, we need to be able to lean in and comprehend and grasp it. In the absence of that, it's hard to be a leader, and we're making decisions based on gut feel, or we're making big major decisions just on little political talking points. And so I think there's a general lack of skills, knowledge in a number of disciplines, from financial management to data analytics. So definitely going to be focusing a little bit more on how do we build societal skills within that space for me personally. That was a nice short walk back to light rail station, and I will be taking light rail back to downtown Seattle. So kind of cool to be able to take public transit, avoid one more car on the road, and just contribute that way. And hey, if you are watching these vlog series, give me a like, give me a comment where they're worthwhile. If you've gotten to this far to the end, I commend you, and definitely leave me a comment and I'll send you something